Oh, thanks.
Oh my God, is that like a pile?
It's a high chair, is what it is. That's better.
We're on a seesaw.
In the news this week, in Wickham, a police hunt for a prolific wheelchair-using shoplifter enters its 4th hour without a confirmed sighting. Home movie footage reveals a key moment in the intellectual life of a young J.D. Vance. And after a factual error in last week's show that incorrectly linked Ewan Blair's company Multiverse with a government ID cards contract, the Have I Got News For You production team apologise unreservedly and are offered some constructive feedback by the BBC. On Ian's team tonight is a political commentator who in 2018 served as a special advisor to the Conservative government, overseeing strategy and communications. They had a strategy. Please welcome Salma Shah. On Paul's team tonight is an actor and comedian who went to Cambridge but wasn't in the footlights. It's nice to hear about someone defying the odds. Please welcome Stephen Mangan. We begin with the bigger news stories of the week. Ian and Salma, here's yours.
That's the former leader of the Tory party.
Dear leader. Oh, a white face. Oh, blink twice if you're okay.
That's a cheering scene, isn't it? It's a full house.
Oh, she's back.
This is the Tory conference, and I believe you were there.
I was, yes, I was there.
So, just you then?
I feel that actually it was quite a good conference because
Do you?
It was very, very bijou, you know, very elite. It didn't really have that mass sort of movement factor that it had before.
Setting in a cupboard helps.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I preferred it. Much smaller.
So was it as empty as it looked?
Yes.
Did it feel depressing?
Again, I can't really leave my job as the Tory spin doctor behind on this, so I'm going to say...
Try.
No. It was actually really reinvigorating. There were lots of brilliant ideas, and it really felt like there was a sense of momentum there.
Right, OK, that bit's not true. So,
Which direction was the momentum going?
Away from us.
So yes, this is Kemi Badenoch's speech to the Conservative Party conference where security was tight, which meant it was very difficult for delegates to get out. What was the bad news for Kemi Badenoch at the beginning of the conference?
that it took place. No, what was really good news, the chocolate bar.
Yeah, the chocolate bar.
No, let's not talk about the chocolate bar.
The chocolate bar is incredibly funny.
What's funny about the chocolate bar?
Kemi Badenoch appeared with a chocolate bar, which was meant to be a gimmick.
Yeah.
And the chocolate bar had a slogan on it, including the word Britain.
Should we have a look at it?
Let's have a look at it.
So when Labour negotiates, Britain loses.
This woman wants to be Prime Minister of Britain, and she can't spell it.
What a bunch of canuts.
I once bought a bar of Cadbury's Hairy Milk. Which wasn't what I was expecting.
She didn't write that out and print that out, did she?
No,
So-
do you think she doesn't read anything that's printed and put in front of her?
Perhaps, but as is tradition, I think, as all politicians inevitably do, it's much easier just to blame the advisors or the backroom boys. So I think I'm going to take that line and go with, wasn't her fault.
Right. You're still looking for work, aren't you?
Yeah.
What was Kemi's big claim at the start of the conference?
Do you mean stamp duty, or was that the end
that
of
was
the
the end of it. That was the end of it.
conference? God, have we got the whole conference to get through?
Did-
It's a bit of a PN in the arse, isn't it?
According to the Mail, she promised to deport 750,000 illegal immigrants in 5 years. And she's promised to form the Removals Force, who are basically like Pickfords, but just not as rough. They're going to be modelled on the US government's ICE agency. Do you know about them? They
Yes.
turn up in
Yeah,
mass.
they do, grabbing people out of parks and stuff.
Do you want to see a man on his bike in Chicago taunting them?
Oh, yes, I saw this. This is very good. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, I'm not a US citizen. No! No, no! Yes! No, yes!
It feels like it needs like the Benny Hill music or something. doesn't it?
There's a startling range of different hats there. There's a cowboy hat worn by one policeman there. Look, they're all wearing different hats.
It's like Barbie, you get cowboy ice.
Yeah.
How did Robert Jenrick show his loyalty to his leader?
by attempting to stab her in the back.
God, I missed that bit.
He hogged all the headlines at the start of the conference with his crowd-pleasing speech in which he gave a shout-out to some of his mates. Let's have a look.
So if you're watching, hello to my friends at Greggs, at Peterborough North Services. You might see me later this week.
He hasn't eaten anything from Greggs. Look at him.
He might be working there.
He's got all thin. He used to be vast, sort of Mr. Blobby. And then he went on Ozempic. I'm not making this up, am I?
No, you're not.
Who's had the most work done of all MPs?
I don't think they have work done.
Really?
Yeah.
And certainly the sentence MP and work done doesn't really...
But they're all on the pen.
Is that what we call it?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, we're all
it's
on the
the
pen
pen.
now, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Farage, he's on the Le Pen.
Very good. Yeah. So you don't think he's had a Greggs? Have you ever had a Greggs, Ian?
Yeah, I love Greggs me.
Go on, what's your favourite?
My favourite is the caviar and blini roll.
Otherwise known as a steak bake. The speech was packed full of quips and prop gags, so why was Robert Jenrick waving a judge's wig about?
Well, Robert Jenrick's not very keen on judges, particularly the ones who suggest that it was unlawful for him to take a donation from a Tory donor and then rush through a planning application. I just mentioned that because it seemed amusing.
Yeah, it led him on to the policy promise that the Conservatives would get rid of activist judges and in future they would only be appointed by the Lord Chancellor. Many people have obviously warned of the risks curbing the independence of the judiciary, especially when you consider that not so long ago the Lord Chancellor was Dominic Raab. But we can only say his name once in case we might summon him up. How else did Jenrick steal the headlines?
I was talking about his visit to Birmingham, was it?
Handsworth.
Handsworth, yes, and said he didn't see a single white face.
Yeah, correct.
I love the fact that he hadn't spotted that his leader of the party, he could have had a look at her.
I think that if he pointed out that the leader of the party also doesn't have a white face, it may have sort of, for him at least, reiterated the point that he was making.
Which is...
I really don't know.
So I mentioned that Robert Jenrick had a few funnies in his conference speech, but he cannot hold a candle to the real gagmeister.
Yeah.
Shadow Home Secretary Chris Philp. Should we have a look at it?
And I turned to my wife and I said, in your wildest dreams, did you ever imagine you'd be leaving a general election count with your husband having just been elected As a Member of Parliament, she turned to me and replied and said, "In my wildest dreams, you don't feature."
I'd like to meet her. She's funnier than he is.
This is the Tory party conference over the weekend. The conference was so sparsely attended that several Tory MPs had to go back to the hotel and have an affair with themselves. According to the Telegraph, one of the Thatcher-based attractions at the conference was a red mailbox for Maggie to answer questions from beyond the grave.
Who won the cup final in 1967?
Paul and Stephen, he is yours.
Right. Woman screaming. People running. Swarm of ladybirds. Oh, Barry, I don't normally go this far on this first date. That's my ideal woman.
What a creepy...
This is a swarm of ladybirds. Oh, the ladybirds are swarming everywhere. Weather's been very warm for the summer. There's no harm. They're described as the gardener's friend. They never forget a birthday. Always offer a shoulder to cry on.
Yeah, this is the news that ladybirds are out of control.
No, out of control. When have they ever been in control?
Just how bad is it?
Not bad at all.
They're totally benign.
Yeah, totally benign.
Just looking for somewhere to spend the winter.
Yeah.
Not according to the Mail Online.
On the Mail Online.
Oh, no.
I expect they've tried to find the positive in the story. Ladybirds prove Britain is broken.
Yeah.
They're coming over here, hundreds of them, ladybirds.
Yeah. Taking jobs from British insects.
Yeah. Defend the British wasp.
Yes.
According to the Mail Online,
Yeah.
huge swarm of ladybirds hits the UK. Terrified Brits are forced to hide in their cars as thousands of beetles descend on towns and cities. Have any of you been affected by this?
There are quite a lot of ladybirds in Kent,
Yeah.
but they just sort of swarm on the windowsill.
Yeah. I saw some on the outside of the window, you know, so I immediately left the house and hid in the car.
And then I rang the Mail Online.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm hiding in my car.
And I'm wearing a bikini. What do you think of that?
I did actually wake up with a ladybird in my bed.
I'm not
recently.
surprised.
Well, if you dress like a ladybird, then what do you expect?
We've got a video of the
Video of them
invasion.
swarming.
Yeah, it does contain some scenes which viewers may find upsetting.
Okay.
Have you got the car keys?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh my God, it's an invasion.
There must be dozens.
I hope there's a line we can donate to.
Oh, the humanity.
Yeah.
It's kind of nothing a can of deodorant and a lighter wouldn't solve that well, though, isn't it?
Not from Middlesbrough, aren't you?
That's how we solve most problems, to be honest.
That's called it a good night out.
Yeah, it is.
The scare piece I read said they give you sexually transmitted diseases.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you have to fuck one first. There's no clean way of saying that.
What advice have ladybird experts given?
Well, I've just given it.
Always wear a condom.
BBC Breakfast covered the story
Yes.
by wheeling out ladybird expert Max Barkley, who is from the Natural History Museum.
Yeah.
Here he is, airing his credentials.
I've never seen them in my house, but of course, at the Natural History Museum, we have thousands and thousands of dead ones.
Keep it light, Max.
To be honest, that parrot behind him is not looking too good either. This is great. This is the sort of story we should have every week.
Yeah.
Have you noticed I've taken an interest since this come up?
Yeah, you've perked up.
Tory party conference, yeah. Ladybirds, get in there. Yeah.
The last time there was a ladybird invasion in the UK was in 1976, when the scorching hot summer saw temperatures hit a record 21 degrees. On the subject of irritating flying things, what has been reportedly coming out of Russia and causing problems this week?
Drones.
Closer to home, there was also a disturbing drone spotted at Heathrow this week.
The Prime Minister, I'm in the cockpit, and a very warm welcome to BA Flight 9100 to Mumbai. It's really fantastic to have you all on board. So safe flight, everybody. Enjoy the flight, and I'll give you further information once I've taken off. Thank you.
Excellent. Fantastic. A natural.
You say when I'm taking off?
Yes.
And I'll surely be coming through the cabin with some scratch cards.
Did you hear the panic in the pilot's voice then as well? And he was like, did you say when I've taken off?
He did look really pleased to be in the cockpit, though. I've never seen anybody, apart from children, being that excited. But you can't fly up there anymore, can you?
When I was young, you used to be able to go up and sit in the cabin.
Next to the Wright brothers.
Yeah.
In other news, what's Donald Trump on the cusp of?
Peace in Gaza forever. Trump's the man to lead us out of this. He's a details man. He's consistent. He's rigorous. There'll never be war again. Everyone back in the pub.
Correct. Do you think, though, he deserves any credit for putting pressure on Netanyahu?
Yeah.
He's put more pressure than Biden did.
He did,
Yeah, I mean, he's come up with a piece that neither side want, which is a pretty brilliant achievement. So, yeah, there might have to be some credit.
You're giving credit to Trump?
Yeah, all right, I'm over.
This is the news that Trump has helped negotiate a peace deal in Gaza. We're not exactly sure how the hostages are going to be released, but they reckon that while Trump's attention is focused on the Middle East, Melania will simply make a run for it. So to round two, the human dynamo of news. Fingers on buzzers. Teams?
Yeah.
Yes, I read this. This is about couples who have a swag difference.
And what's swag?
Swag, it's a term, it means that one part of the couple puts a lot of care into their appearance and the other wears a bathrobe.
Correct. On social media, it's been dubbed the swag gap.
The swag gap. Sorry, how stupid of me.
According to one person on TikTok, you can't date or be friends if there's a swag gap because they'll end up being jealous and try to become you.
And this is according to one person on TikTok. Well, thank goodness we've got some experts here.
Cosmopolitan magazine have got stuff to say on this as well.
Yeah.
They've warned that not even your own swag is safe from the black hole of a swagless partner's swaglessness.
Sometimes I feel journalism may have ended.
I mean, this picture here does bring home to me. I mean, Suki, my wife, she's more likely to wear the blue dressing gown, whereas me, I'm walking up and down a Tottenham Court Road. Yeah. I know, you have seen me.
You.
Yeah, I have, yeah. I go outside the casino looking for lucky winners.
Yeah.
Looking for some company, dearie.
One couple really sum up the swag gap. Who are they?
Oh, God.
Boris Johnson is famously a scruffy dresser.
And many of his wives haven't been.
Yes.
It's Hailey and Justin Bieber.
It's who?
Do you have pictures that back up this allegation?
I do. Here's the swag.
Yes.
And here's the gap. This is the swag gap.
Yes.
According to The Independent, research has found that men actively feel worse about themselves when their female partners succeed. So we can only assume that Mr. Badenoch is currently on cloud nine. Fingers on buzzers, team?
Yeah. I don't know why you bother with that thing. It even didn't turn out at all. It'd still come up. I don't know if
Shall we have a go then?
Yeah. Just watch. There we are. Oh! They've discovered women. The Church of England has discovered women. Yeah. Very first female Archbishop of Canterbury. There we are. There she is.
Yeah, in January, Dame Sarah Mullally will become the first woman to take the role of Archbishop of Canterbury. Or as the Sun put it, first Archbishop.
What?
Wow. Yes, she Canterbury.
Much better.
What advice did the Telegraph's William Sitwell give Dame Sarah about her new job?
Don't take any notice of me.
He wrote the Archbishop would be wise to embrace the classic British dual carriageway of tradition and fudge.
What roads is he driving on?
What surprising fact was revealed about Sarah Mullally last week?
Was she centre forward for Derby County during their promotion season?
Yes! Yeah.
Was she the zebra on The Masked Singer?
Tory peer Ed Vaizey announced to listeners on his Times radio show that the new Archbishop was Bernard Manning's niece. What? Before having to admit that wasn't true, and he just read it on Wikipedia. This is the appointment of the very first female Archbishop of Canterbury. Meanwhile, a church in London is offering blessings to people's pets. Here are 3 dogs in the church. Although this pet had to be escorted out after trying to get one woman to eat an apple. Time now for the odd one out round. Just one between you this week. They are Dr. Aaron D'Souza, Reform Councillor Tony Hewitt, the World Stone Skimming Championships, and Kemi Badenoch.
That man runs the enhanced games.
Yes.
The Olympic Games where you're allowed to take drugs. It's a sort of liberal version of the ordinary games.
Yeah.
But he's obviously running games enhanced, which would be traditionally cheating.
Yes.
And Kemi Badenoch recently did an interview where she talked about despising cheating.
Right.
So it might be something to do with cheating.
Did the stone skimmer cheat?
Maybe there was cheating at the skimming, but I don't know about this chap. Is it something to do with cheating?
It is something to do with cheating.
So she's the odd one out because she doesn't like cheating.
And everybody
all
else
the
does.
others cheat.
Nope.
One of them's a woman.
All the they're cheating.
I've just seen it.
And the guy on the top right has never
Tony.
cheated in his life, and he's
the odd one out.
And he's great.
Yeah.
No.
I've just seen the flowers. This is the Reform Councillor who everyone was writing about because he's resigned. He resigned.
Over a flower
To do
contest.
with the
A flower
flowers.
contest.
Should I just tell you the answer?
Give us the answer on a suicide pill, will you?
They've all prevented cheating apart from Dr. Aaron D'Souza, who's encouraging cheating.
Okay.
So he's the founder of Enhanced Games, which are
Right.
taking place in Las Vegas next year. D'Souza has said the aim of the event is to create superhumanity.
Yeah, I'd like to enter the 100 metres and I'll have a motorbike.
So what does Kemi Badenoch do to cheaters?
She calls them out. She's a cheating avenger.
Well, she admitted in an interview over the summer that when she was at school, she'd routinely snitch on her classmates for cheating. Here's what she said.
I wasn't just the swot in the class. I was the person who would say that person is copying notes from the other person. I was the tattletale in the class, like getting people into trouble. Because even then I hated cheating. I remember there was this extraordinary day. I was in, I must have been about 14 or 15. And I said, he's cheating. I stood up in the middle of the exam and I stood up and said, he's cheating. He's the one that's doing it. And that boy ended up getting expelled. And I didn't get praised for it.
That's totally unfair.
I mean, it's that attitude that's made the Conservative Party the much-loved institution it is today. So, Reform Councillor Tony Hewitt.
Yes.
He averted a cheating scandal involving his wife. What was it?
She's an expert in competitions where you grow flowers.
Yes, she is. So Tony was told that his wife, Rita, would not be able to compete in the local flower show if he was a member of Durham Council because the council judged the competition.
So he resigned.
He did.
In order to let his wife shine.
How do you think Rita got on?
She lost.
Did she win?
Well, according to the Telegraph, last year Rita came first in the front garden and second in the back. Do you want to know how she did this year?
She came third.
She did.
She did.
Do you want to see Rita's front garden?
We've come all this way.
Yeah, might as well. Has it got a rosette on it?
Here we go. That's a good scarecrow, isn't it? The World Stone Skimming Championships took place in Scotland recently. Some of the stones being used were found to be suspiciously circular, leading to claims that some competitors had been doctoring their feathers.
The guy in the hut having a poo.
What is he making the stones? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I don't know what he's doing. He's producing pebbles.
Time now for the missing words round, and we start with King's reception at Clarence House interrupted by what?
King's reception at Clarence House interrupted by Ariel falling off roof.
Yes.
King's reception at Clarence House interrupted by prize cow trampling on his hedge and urinating.
Really? And that's while it was getting an OBE.
Here is the cow in question.
He's pissed on my hedge.
Next, woman seeking husband resorts to what?
Contacting the dead. Moving to Sheffield.
Saying, is there a husband in the building?
Not far off.
Oh!
Woman seeking husband resorts to advertising herself on motorway billboards.
Wow.
All right,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
This is Lisa Catalano, who rented a dozen billboards along the Highway 101 in California, and she put this on each of them. According to her website, Lisa's hobbies include picking up trash in her neighbourhood. Well, she's found a novel way to do that, hasn't she? Finally, Michael Gove thinks that if he were a type of food, he'd most likely be what?
I know this one. Michael Gove thinks if you were a type of food, you'd most likely be a pudding, thick and rich.
Michael Gove thinks that if he were a type of food, he'd most likely be a cucumber.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, Michael. We get the picture, mate.
Do you want to see how the Daily Star have illustrated this?
Yes.
God.
So the final scores are Ian and Salma have 4, Paul and Stephen have 5. But before we go, there's just time for the caption competition. Ian and Salma have this.
Suspected Chinese spies freed.
Paul and Stephen, get that.
Don't step on me brown suede shoes.
I think it's Poo Break Hotel.
Poo Break Hotel! If that's a standard, then we can come up with anything for that. Yeah. You ain't nothing but a hound dog shit. Good. That's good.
Are you lonesome turd night?
Yes.
On which note, we say thank you to our panellists, Ian Hislop and Salma Shah, Paul Merton and Stephen Mangan. And I leave you with news that there's an unfortunate moment on the red carpet for Rod Stewart as his G-string rides up. In a phone-in on asylum seekers, one participant has no strong feelings either way. And at a function to celebrate Britain's greatest ever entertainers, King Charles pays tribute to Bruce Forsyth. Good night.
How are you? Alan Partridge wants to know if talking is the key to better mental health next on BBC One. And on BBC iPlayer, lifelong fan Rob Brydon goes to the roots of country music on his honky-tonk road trip. Press red now.
Oh my God, I'm not at all symmetrical.
Do you know, Victoria, it's funny you should say that, but I discovered today that my head's not on properly. So have sympathy with me.
and welcome to Have I Got News For You? I'm Victoria Coren-Mitchell. In the news this week. After a bruising summer, a reinvigorated Keir Starmer emerges from number 10, determined to project a new air of stability. In Pyongyang, Kim Jong-un finds a way around his dietitian's strict orders that no more alcohol should pass his lips. And on a visit to a hospital in Harrow, a member of staff asks Rachel Reeves, "Where's that tosser Wes Streeting?" On Ian's team tonight is an actress who in 2016 appeared in an episode of Casualty and will be appearing again this year when her follow-up appointment finally comes through. Please welcome Dame Sheila Hancock. On Paul's team tonight is a comedian and actor whose twins were born during the London 2012 Olympics. Now, that's what I call an opening ceremony. Please welcome Miles Jupp. We begin with the bigger news stories of the week. Paul and Miles, here's yours.
Keir Starmer, hopefully that's his wife, otherwise it's a bit brazen, isn't it? Oh, hello, that's his wife.
Oh, yes.
His wife. That's Andy Burnham.
Will he, won't he? He won't.
Yeah.
He won't.
So that's the Labour Party conference. Next question.
What were they up to? What was
no, I
the
don't know.
spirit of the conference?
What would you say was the spirit of the conference, Mark?
Oh, one of celebration.
Yeah.
One of certainty.
Yeah.
And really just about supporting the British flag industry.
Yeah.
Wherever it's manufactured.
I think they wanted to give it a sort of last night of the Labour Party feel.
Oh dear, you are horrible.
You're right.
I thought it was quite good. I thought the conference was quite good.
What were your favourite bits?
Well, his speech. I thought he did well. He's not an orator, bless his heart. Must be a real problem for him. But he did well, didn't he?
High praise indeed. Not everyone was on board with this patriotic flag waving. One person on social media said of Starmer, "Oswald Muesli strikes again." Yes, Starmer was enjoying himself, though. I mean, look, here he is on the TikToks.
Another busy day at conference, lots of energy, lots of vibe.
Oh, bless. Dear. He's hopeless. He's got to get it together.
You know how you said you thought it was really good?
No, I just want it to be good. I'm desperate for it to be good.
I did hear a number of people saying that his speech wasn't bad.
Well, that's all right.
I mean, one of the stories of the conference was Andy Burnham saying, I mean, everyone's asking me to stand against Keir Starmer. I mean, you know, I'm sure I wouldn't dream of it, but they're all asking. And then everyone throws their hands up, and then he says, "Leader." Oh, no, I don't want to be leader. So you got a whole week of that. And the end of it, everyone says, "Why do people say Labour are in a bit of a mess?"
He seems to have backed off completely now.
Do you think that's because he thought he wouldn't win?
Probably. Probably as well.
I'm so much nastier than you.
You're wrong.
Oh, no, that's not fair, Ian. You're nastier than most people.
One unnamed Labour MP told The Telegraph, "It's only Keir Starmer's force of personality that's keeping this government together." What was the slogan, the Labour Party's slogan for the conference?
Help.
Is it that Britain is at a fork in the road?
Yeah.
Snappier than that?
Fork.
We're all forked.
We're all forked.
Road.
We haven't got a forking idea.
Renew Britain.
That's it.
Yeah.
It wasn't their first choice, but Reform UK was already taken. What was missing from his conference speech?
A trapeze act?
That was the Lib Dem conference.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there wasn't a great deal of policy. There was a line of policy, but he was advised to take it out, which was something on the economy that promised growth you can feel in your pocket.
You've made that up.
Yeah.
No.
Really?
One of his aides said, "Oh, can you stop saying growth you can feel in your pocket?"
Oh, no.
I promise you that's real.
It'd take your mind off the economy, though, wouldn't it?
He had something on virtual hospitals. What do you think, Miles? Is that a good idea, virtual hospitals?
I'd be terrified by the idea of a virtual. I think anyway, I had brain surgery 4 years ago.
Did they find anything?
They had their best people on it. No, nothing. The idea, a virtual hospital, I would have had to do the thing myself at home. Yeah. Someone sort of, you'll need the following tools assembled in front of you before you start.
Well, he did mention one idea, which was the digital ID cards.
Yes.
That's come back. Before he announced the plan, digital IDs enjoyed 35% support amongst voters. Mm-hmm. And what happened after he announced?
It dropped down to 17%.
Minus 14%.
Why does everybody get their knickers in a twist about identity cards? I mean, during the war, I can give you my identity number now. It's CJFQ 29/4. We all had to learn it.
But there was a war on, wasn't there?
I know, but there's a war on now, mate. I'm sorry, I'm not being very funny, but it's difficult to be funny, isn't it?
Don't look at me, I'm doing my best.
Who's set to benefit from the introduction of ID cards?
ID card manufacturers.
Yes.
Yes.
And one particular one, do you know who that is?
Is it the Tesco Club Card people?
Yes.
They actually make a real difference. You get astonishing discounts.
I was thinking of the company Multiverse, who's been chosen to run the digital ID cards scheme, and whose company is that?
Is that the man who's got links to the Labour Party?
It's Ewan Blair. It's a happy coincidence, isn't it?
It is.
For balance,
yes.
We think of any Tories where it was in the news this week that business went in their direction by happy coincidence.
Michelle Mone, Baroness, Dame, what's her...
Lady Mone, yes.
Lady Mone.
Yeah.
Lady Mone. She...
I've seen that film, have you seen it?
Now, well, actually, this is quite a sweet story because she actually,
in what way is it sweet?
It's about people, it's about mobility, really, because she went just from being in the House of Lords to being able to secure a £122 million PPE contract, which is incredible, really. It's an incredible journey for anyone to go on. And the other thing about it is they had no experience whatsoever of manufacturing or selling PPE. So in a way, it's an underdog story. It's like Steeple Cinderby Wanderers winning the FA Cup. It really is. It's sort of Billy Elliot of our time.
And again, the villains here are the press who revealed that she'd asked Michael Gove, who was then in the cabinet, whether she could join the VIP fast lane and recommend this company, PPE MedPro, to get the contract, and then was asked by horrid journalists saying, is this company run by your husband? And no, she absolutely, denied it. And then it turned out to be a lie, and all the profits had been put offshore from a Tory baroness, which she then lied about. And now she's absolutely furious at being caught.
So they're not going to vote Conservative, and the Labour Party's falling apart. What's the danger?
I think that the other left-wing parties, I like both of them, the Lib Dems and certainly the Greens. I love this new guy that's gone into the Greens, despite all the stories about tits and things that they've had. Again...
What newspapers are you reading?
They dug up a thing that he was a hypnotherapist and he made women think that their breasts would grow quicker under a trance or something. I mean, it's rubbish.
He did, no doubt, Sheila, he did tell The Sun that he could use hypnosis to make women's breasts bigger.
I think he called it growth.
And not just in his pocket.
To be fair to the guy, when I met him, I was a 32B. So, never assume. But surely Keir Starmer seems to think the danger is reform, though.
All of the party conferences were obsessed by reform. I mean, someone did a count of how many times reform was mentioned, and the Conservative Party wasn't mentioned at all.
No.
In most of the conferences, including the upcoming Tory party conference.
People talk about them too much. I mean, shall we have a look at Ed Davies' conference speech?
Yes.
Oh,
Let's see.
Nigel Farage. Nigel Farage. Farage's change. Farage's Britain. Farage's Britain. Nigel Farage. Farage is Britain. Farage is Britain. Not Farage is Britain. Not Farage is Britain. Not Farage is Britain. Thank you.
Was that the speech, or has it been edited?
Yeah. Almost. It's all one sentence.
Yeah.
Do you think, Ian, I mean, presumably over the course of this series, people will say, probably they're already saying, the show is now mentioning Nigel Farage.
And the press is, and that is the dilemma. Do you address what he's saying, because it seems to be either wrong or in need of correction or dangerous or incitement or hypocritical or whatever? I mean, people mispronouncing his name, it's far right. It's a minor thing that... I like stories about Farage. I like the story where someone said, have you set up a company to put all your earnings in? And he said, yes, I have. Companies actually employ people. They create employment. Do you think that's bad? Anyway, we went and had a look at his company. You know how many people it employs? One. Mr. N. Farage. It's like when he bought a house. Farage made a huge fuss about Angela Rayner and the details of her property deal, and then it turns out that his own property deal was controversial and questionable. Anyway, I just mentioned a few things.
Did you see any of the Reform conference?
I did.
No. Oh, did you? Ian did, yeah. What happened?
Did you go?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a mystery object.
Would you like to see a highlight of that conference?
Yes. Is it the singing?
Yes.
Oh, good. Yeah, let's have that.
I'm an insomniac. I'm an insomniac. Staring at the ceiling. Waiting for my phone to switch on. Yes, I'm an insomniac. I'm an insomniac. And all I can hear is the sound of that clock. The sound of that clock. I'm an insomniac.
What the hell is this?
That's Andrea Jenkins, former Tory MP.
Apparently, she did an interview just recently saying she did it on the spur of the moment. Nobody knew she was going to do it. Can you imagine Farage is going, oh my God.
When she was a Tory, she was sitting where you were on this programme.
Oh, no, really?
I was on that thing. You said, I don't think we'll see her again. Now look what you've done, Ian.
Now she's on Britain Hasn't Got Talent. Look.
And it's her song.
It is. She's written this song.
She wrote it.
In the middle of the night, presumably, thinking...
What other starry name was at the conference?
Should come back to me.
Everyone's favourite former daytime host, Jeremy Kyle, was there, doing stuff for the Reform... You've grown now. I would keep your powder dry.
Yeah.
Jeremy Kyle was there working for the sort of live stream, Reform TV.
Yeah.
But he seemed a little bit distracted. Let's have a look.
You can look around here. Burgers, dogs. We must go and get a burger in a minute. I haven't had any breakfast. I haven't had any lunch. Come and sit here. I'm knackered. I haven't had any breakfast. Come and sit down. It's very well organised. They're all having lunch and I'm doing this. Is anybody in the hall watching this? Or are they all having lunch? I know. What was the thought behind that? Look at the media. Just having chips. Boys, come on, I haven't eaten yet. I've had no lunch at all.
Not at all.
I've been on the bus, I've been everywhere.
Dean Norris, which is one of them that's come over today, which could really help us. And
How did she? I was in here trying to get something to eat, unsuccessful.
Do you think a party that can't organise breakfast for one person should run the country?
Well, yes. Breakfast means breakfast.
I think we made some quite valid points about how hard it is
yeah.
to work properly when you're... I've actually got some Haribo. How hard it is to focus on your job if you're hungry.
Yeah.
That's absolutely impossible. Star Mix, terrific.
This week, Keir Starmer addressed the Labour conference. Before Keir Starmer's speech in Liverpool, delegates were given stress balls. Isn't he married to Yvette Cooper? Also this week, the High Court ruled Baroness Mone must pay back £122 million in PPE contracts. Mone complained about the verdict on Instagram, saying she'd endured 5 years of pure torture. She should go up a cup size. The Times revealed Baroness Mohn has recently taken her luxury yacht to the south of France, the Caribbean and the Maldives. 2 of those to escape the stress and 1 to visit her money. Ian and Sheila, here's yours.
That's Trump and Putin.
Yeah, that's an autocrat with... Oh, there's another autocrat. There he
Checking his flies.
I think this is about Trump. He's been meeting lots of people.
What does he think he's capable of doing?
Everything.
Ending wars.
Ending wars, yeah.
He's ended 7 of them, including ones that didn't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, shall we have a look at that claim?
Yeah.
In a period of just 7 months, I have ended 7 unendable wars. They said they were unendable. Everyone says that I should get the Nobel Peace Prize for each one of these achievements.
What wars is he talking about?
War of the Roses.
He couldn't remember half of them, and then he made up other ones. There was one about, I think he was trying to say Azerbaijan or...
Armenia and Azerbaijan.
Armenia,
Here he is boasting about that.
To think that we settled Azerbaijan and Albania as an example.
Abercrombie and Fitch, is it?
But there are serious political commentators in America now on television that are saying he's showing flashes of insanity quite often.
Should he win the Nobel Peace Prize?
I don't think he'll see the year out.
And of course, Donald Trump is now going to bring peace to the Middle East. He says he can achieve that. What's his big idea?
A few weeks ago, the plan was to ship all the Palestinians out and turn the place into a strip joint.
Yeah.
But now he's decided there's going to be peace there, and all this has been agreed, and he stood there with Netanyahu nodding, and then Netanyahu goes off to a press conference and says, yeah, we're not going to withdraw. And Trump goes on and says, I've solved it. And he literally said, I'm going to bring eternal peace. I mean, he does think he's God now.
I mean, obviously, all this is incredibly bleak, and it's been a particularly horrible week. So having solved all these wars, he now says, right, Gaza is going to be run by the Board of Peace. We call it the Board of Peace.
Yeah.
And who with a magnificent record of bringing peace to the Middle East?
Tony Blair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that a good idea?
Well, did it help bring peace to Ireland? So he was involved with that.
Yeah.
But other than that, no.
Do you not think they'll run it really well?
I just hope they keep Trump away from the button or whatever it is you press.
If he's got a button, I don't think it's connected to anything.
Yes.
He's completely losing it. He had assembled all the generals the other day just to tell them how he's good at walking upstairs.
Yeah. He said, you guys ever walked upstairs?
Yeah.
It's a whole audience full of adult men.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've walked upstairs.
Yeah. Oh, no, to be fair, the Americans have always fought wars on complete flat surfaces. Not going up there, we're like Daleks, we're not going up there.
Did you see this? Pete Hesketh, who's his defence secretary, and him, they got all the admirals and generals in at very short notice. And he said, we've had enough of people with beardos. They're on beardos. And you're thinking, well, J.D. Vance has got a beard. And then he said, we're not having anyone fat. Trump, Commander-in-Chief.
Oh, the man is just... Can we talk about something else? We've done Trump.
Yes, done.
Done.
In that case, I'd like something else. What major event of cultural significance is about to take place in the Middle East?
Oh, is Jeremy Kyle going to have lunch?
Yes.
I think, yeah. Falafel, bit of hummus, sort him right out. Just about taking the edge off, isn't it, really?
Oh, this is a Saudi Arabian comedy festival featuring a bunch of comics who desperately need the money. Jimmy Carr is one of them. Getting paid huge amounts of money to go to a place where human rights don't exist.
Who's the audience? Who are they playing to?
Rich Saudi Arabians are... I mean, it's not difficult flogging seats, let alone flogging the audience.
I can't imagine Jimmy Carr going down that way.
I don't think Jimmy's opening with that one.
You might be closing with it.
Yeah. Tell you what, you'll laugh your head off.
You going to play that festival, Miles?
Yeah, probably. Who's booking it? Sorry. You could just give me one email, a contact. I'll follow it up. You don't.
This is Donald Trump's continued attempt to win a Nobel Peace Prize. As he announced his peace plan, Trump claimed it was one of the greatest days ever in civilization. right up there with the day he found 2 yolks in his boiled egg. Trump's Board of Peace to end all conflict in the Middle East will include Tony Blair, though his colleagues' famine, pestilence and death are yet to sign up. Time now for the odd one out round. Just one between you this week. They are American Ryder Cup fans, the Bishop of Fulham, Jeremy Clarkson, and a Bavarian slug. Yeah.
I know the story about the Bishop of Fulham.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was a choir in a church above where he lives as bishop, and he went down at the end of their concert in a dressing gown and told them to shut up. And he said, "This is my house, get out," because he didn't like the noise.
Do you think it's all objecting, apart from the fish?
You're trying to win this quiz. This is fabulous. We've never had this before.
Well, they're all objecting. He was objecting
To what?
country people having to pay inheritance tax.
Clarkson, yeah.
These people were shouting at the golfers for some reason.
Yeah.
So they were objecting. And the fish is nice. It doesn't object to anything.
It's a slug.
It's a slug.
The slug is.
But it's so nice, it doesn't mind being called a fish.
Yeah.
All right, don't mind. Call me what you like. Call me what you like.
It's a good answer, but it's not what's on the card.
Oh.
Is it noise?
Yeah, the golfers made a noise, didn't
It's
they?
the American fans were very, very rowdy.
And the slug was
What sort of-
arrested by the Metropolitan Police.
Well, you're joking, but the slug was arrested by police.
And the Bishop of Fulham is the odd one out because he was the only one not arrested by the police.
The Bishop of Fulham is the odd one
Yeah.
out, but it is because of noise.
Ah.
Because he complained about the noise and all the others caused noise.
The Bavarian slug?
There was an apartment block in Bavaria.
Yes.
And the residents got very worried because somebody kept ringing the door, but no one was at the door.
Oh,
so
right.
obviously they suspected a Klingelstreich,
What's that?
like a knockdown ginger.
Oh, yeah,
You know, when
okay.
someone rings at the doorbell and runs
Yeah.
away. So, and they called the police.
Yeah.
The police discovered a slime trail, but Michael Gove had an alibi, so... They realised that it was a slug sliding across the sensors. Here it is.
How does a fish get up there?
And what noise has Clarkson been making?
Is it his pub?
Residents have complained about loud music late into the night.
Oh, right.
I'm not sure that's the nicest picture of Jeremy Clarkson. We've got a nice one, actually. We've got one of him smiling.
Is that really him?
Yes.
He's wearing a wig, isn't he?
On the subject of pubs, what's special about this pub? It's the first ever Greg's pub.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Ooh,
Does it only sell pies?
Greg's the baker branched out into pubs. Yeah, it's called the Golden Flake Tavern.
Wow. Where is it?
I don't know where it is. Is they're going to...
Leeds, probably.
No, it's in Newcastle.
The sort of thing you find in Leeds. The sort of thing they like pies.
It's in Newcastle.
Newcastle?
It's in Newcastle, yes. I think it sounds wonderful. They're going to have Sunday roasts with steak and chicken bakes and Greg's-inspired cocktails.
What?
I think it's a Negroli.
Very good. Very good.
Audience of one.
Very good. And yes, the American Ryder Cup fans, they chanted USA, USA, USA and mashed potatoes. How do you handle hecklers, Miles?
Well, if people shout mashed potatoes, I immediately, I get peeling.
You are very different from the English golfer Ian Poulter. He said that golfers should get 1 taser per hole.
How many's he got?
And should we...
What a lucky remark.
How did European fans try to wind up the American golfer Bryson DeChambeau?
Someone ran on and removed his trousers.
No.
They shouted, D-bag! And pile on.
They chanted, "You're French and you know you are." Time now for the Missing Words round, which this week features as its guest publication Harmonica Happenings. And we start with, pet experts say the best way to calm your cat down is what?
Kill off all the dogs.
Sadly illegal.
Pet experts say the best way to calm your cat down is to give it a glass of wine. This is a company in New Zealand which has launched a range of wines for cats. Not sure how much of a wine connoisseur a cat can be, but the taste is bound to make a refreshing change from its own arse. Next, thinking of taking up the harmonica? Then you should what?
Contact the Samaritans.
Thinking of taking up the harmonica? Then you should start by puckering your embouchure.
Oh. Is that what cats do?
Lastly, pensioner delights country fair by showing off what?
Massive bullocks.
Is it withered sprouts?
Is it that they've paid off their mortgage years ago? And now we're just enjoying life.
Pensioner delights country fair by showing off his 50-centimetre long aubergine. Here is the veteran vegetable grower Peter Glazebrook with his prize-winning aubergine. It doesn't look that big to me. I mean, that sounds don't.
Christ, Victoria.
For an aubergine.
Bloody massive. We can all see that. For goodness sake. Possible standards to aspire to. The bloody size of that thing.
So the final scores are Ian and Sheila have 4, Paul and Miles have 6. Before we go, there's just time for the caption competition. Yes. Ian and Sheila have this.
Anyone seen a turd?
Paul and Miles get this.
So the doctor says, how long has that been there? And the monkey says, I woke up one morning and there she was.
On which note, we say thank you to our panellists, Ian Hislop and Dame Sheila Hancock, Paul Merton and Miles Jupp. And I leave you with news that at a society wedding in Belgravia, one guest spots Prince Harry across a crowded room. In Shropshire, a couple of bystanders come to the assistance of a local man who took an unlicensed super-strength dose of Viagra. And in Washington, one customer is delighted to have found a depilatory cream that actually works. Good night.
Now, no filter, all cringe. Alan Partridge returns on a mental health mission asking, how are you? New next.